Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at FrenchieStamps.com. Today I'm going to share the little treat box that it's in the holiday catalog on page 70. I'm going to have tips for how to, it's so simple, and how to save paper also. And we're going to do a turkey box today. If you use designer series paper, you can cut your designer series paper, the 12 by 12, or if you use the 6 by 6 sheet, that's perfect. You can cut it in 4. See, I cut this one. If you would cut it in 4, you're going to have to put it diagonal. And we're going to have the perfect box here, because you see, if you put it up and down, it don't fit. But you put it diagonal and boom. And then we got our little treat box. It's score, cut, and everything. This is the most easy box that I did in a long time. Now, this one, we're going to use the early espresso here, and I cut the 8.5 by 11 right at the 5.5, so it's exactly half a sheet. And you see I cut it up and down. So you still have this at the bottom for scrap, for whatever you want to use it. I'm using 1.5 circle for attaching our little leaves there. That would have been perfect to get out of there. So now that we get that, what you're going to do, you're going to reinforce all your scores. So reinforce, I just fold it, see how quick it was. So I'm just going to fold this, move it this way, and fold this. When it comes to designer series paper, you don't have to press R because it's a lot thinner, okay? So like this one here, really just folding down with your finger would be perfect. You don't want to over press the designer series paper because it's way thinner. And see, when you assemble this here, you're gonna take, so you see you get a corner here or an insert. I like to bring that in the front and pass it right in there. And then again in the front, pass it in the slit there. Oops, did it. And I say you don't even have to put glue there, because this is going to get closed this way. You're going to put glue here, here. See, boom. So I'm going to do a little winter one with that. I'm going to put both on my blog. So write the link below. You're going to have all the supplies that I use for both blogs. We won't finish this one on the video. It will be finished on the blog. We're going to finish the turkey. So we're going to put that over here. I like to go the front of the slit there. So then the little insert, it's inside. Boom. Now what I'm going to use, I'm going to use Tombow glue. I think this is going to be the easiest thing to put. So I'm just going to put my glue right here. And you see I'm kind of brave because I didn't even put one together, but time is precious. So I said I'm going to do it right then in a video. Take your bone folder here and press that in. So you really get the tab bonded with the glue. I want to make sure this is pushed all the way. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And squeeze this. And then press this down. One side I didn't squeeze it enough, but it's going to be good. Oops, see, it didn't bond together. You want to make sure that your glue going to bond this. Now, while this is kind of drying there, I die cut, I think it's 7 leaves. Yes, 7. And this is from the bundle from Love of Leaf, the die cut stitch leaf, okay? And I used the long skinny one that it's right here. So the way that you're going to cut that or die cut that, I put both of them together like this and roll it in your machine. Just when you put it in, make sure that they don't overlap because that would bend your die. So put it like this, roll it through, and then you're going to have your die cut. We're going to start. I got many colors. Like I said, I use all the color that I could think that was very fallish. Real Red, Poppy Parade, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Honey, before the Crushed Curry, 1 minute. We got Pumpkin Pie, Mango Melody, Crushed Curry, and then Honey Bumblebee. So that is the 7 color I'm using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 color that I'm using. I got the 1.5 inch circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use glue dots. Oops, I want to start with the left side. So then I can move a little bit, then we can secure that maybe more. Going to start right here. And I'm going to put that right at the bottom and push it as much on the side that you can there. Let's come back here. Okay, now we got Real Red. We're going to go with Poppy Parade. And I think 1 glue dot's going to be plenty. Just touch this at the bottom. Now we're going to go with Cajun. See, I'm just keep on overlapping, and this I know going to have to get closer here. And then we're going to go with the mango, pumpkin pie. Sorry, pumpkin pie. Then the mango, and this, oops, let's do this right now. I know this is not close enough. Here we go. So you want to keep about, at the top, you want to keep about the width of the top of this here. Okay, so now it's pumpkin. I thought I had a glue dot. No, it's still right there. That's why it didn't glue. Here we go. Now we're going to touch that. I'm just trying to keep about the same distance in between each of the leaves there. Here we go. Mango Melody. Does it start to look like the behind of a turkey there? And this is Honey Arcade of a Crush. This is Crush and then Honey, the last one. Crush Curry. And then we have the honey. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. I want to say honey, but it's bumblebee. Here we go. Okay, now let's put that on our, see? Boom. And we're going to put a little bow here so it's going to cover all that. Another thing that you can do, because it's very thick, you can take your scissors here, snip this off. Boom. I think that's going to be a lot easier when we put our bow. Now we're going to put that right here. Just try to balance that. Now to make sure it's very secure, we're going to take glue and we're going to put that right here and right, because this touch all the, here we go. And then we're going to come right here. You know what, I'm going to lift that up a bit so we can see the feathers on the other side too. Here we go. Need to switch that. Okay, let's press this. Now I got baker's twine here. I'm gonna roll this around my fingers. This was left over of a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 would be enough. Remove that out of your fingers. Never mind, this is not equal. Like I said, it was a leftover. We're going to take another piece here. Brand new roll. Here we go. We're going to take a piece. And when it's curly like that, because it's around a spool, you can take your bone folder and take your finger and bring that like this. It's going to straight up. We're going to put that in the middle. You can always use a tweezer to keep that together, whatever work for you. Oops, really what I like to do it's just put it around my fingers. But this seemed complicated for some. You can use tweezers, you can leave it flat like I had. You're just going to do your first knot, then push that in the center. Oops, make sure you get the correct. Oh, here we go. Which one was it? Let's see, I lost my, okay, there it is. No, here. And never mind that shift around, because we're going to shift it even more. Here we go. Now it's secure. We can pull the one that was loose there. Here we go. Now we're going to feather this here. You want different size loops, so then it's more fluffy in the back there. So just pull on some. See? It's a little one here that I want to pull. Here we go. Make sure we get this in the back. And I'm going to pull this one here. Okay, this one here, you see it's way too long. Let's see which one. So if you start pulling, you're going to see which one it is. Then you can go fix it on the other side. Boom. See how pretty this bow is? Now we're going to take this. We're going to take a glue dot or two. I think one's going to do the trick. And we're going to put that right here. So you see all those little things, it cover everything. Now we're going to cut this right there. So that can be the front of your table setting. Or what I done, I cut a piece of designer series paper. And if you go right at 2" by 3, it would work. But you have to be so just, because you see this is just a little bit less than 2". So you're going to have to be careful. And then this is 3. So I went at 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then cut my designer series paper. After it was cut, I still wanted to show the brown there, the early espresso. And this is, I want this off. So I cut this after it was cut. I cut this from the scallop to the bottom at 3. Now we're going to take liquid glue. And I'm just going to put it a little bit lower than my scallop at the top. Now I'm going to take another piece of baker's twine here. And this time I won't even, I won't put it in the hole there. I'm just going to do, well, this is too small. I'm just going to do a tiny little bow here. You could pass it through the thing, absolutely. Let me do a little bow, and instead of the tag, they got the tag. Let me share with you the tag. First I cut the tag and I was like, no. So I cut this tag here that I thought to place here. The color was not right, that was the mango. And then I cut this one. You could have placed your tag this way. and put their name there for a table setting, or you could hang that there. I decide just to put the little leaf. I'm going to put that right there with, I think I'm going to do a double bow now that I look at this, and right there. Then I got a place to put their name for table setting, and we got the choice, you know, to put the behind in the front or so on. Another thing that I want to point out, those little boxes are perfect for the Ghirardelli. If you fit two, I don't have no more of the brown wrapper. This is the caramel, salted caramel. It fit exactly two. But I found another thing that I think is awesome for dinner, table setting, Tic Tac. After a meal, it's nothing better than a Tic Tac, and boom, it fit perfect. So voila, I will have all the color that I use with picture of the finished product. Also, I'm going to finish this one, and I want to use the Snowflake Splendor. That's the Snowflake Splendor. But I'm going to use the Snowflake Wishes bundle with that. I thought the Tic Tac with Snowflake would be perfect. So this is it. Again, everything will be listed on my blog. Right below you get the direct link, and I will have the pictures of that all finished. Have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.